Welcome to Not So New News. Come along with us as we continue to discover the Appalachian time gone by. Today's article comes from the town of Whitesburg in Letcher County Kentucky's newspaper, The Mountain Eagle. Volume 5, Number 4, Industrial Edition, 3rd section, dated June 6, 1912. Page 15 is not named, but it is continued in today's reading. The Jenkins National Bank opened for business August 8, 1811, with a capital stock of $50,000. The charter from the U.S. government was granted August 4th, and the bank was doing business 4 days later. The first day's deposits were received, amounting to $20,000, and since then their deposits have been steadily increasing, and up to the present time they have deposits accruing over $200,000. Owing to the fact that Jenkins National Bank is the first national bank in Jenkins, the officers of the institution had a meeting in the month of January, decided to change the name of the bank to the First National Bank of Jenkins, which was approved by the U.S. government a few days later, and the bank is now doing business under its new title. The bank, temporarily, is located in the building occupied by the Consolidation Coal Company as officers, but by the 1st of September, 1812, the bank expects to be located in a permanent building which is under construction. The new building will be one of the best of its kind in eastern Kentucky, being constructed of brick and stone, making it absolutely fireproof. The new banking room will be very commodious and will be equipped with all of the modern banking facilities. In addition to the adding machines, automatic changer, latest filing devices, and fireproof and burglar-proof safe are now used. The new banking room, with one of its latest designs of the fire and burglar-proof time-lock Mosler safes and a fireproof vault. The vault will be fitted with modern steel filing devices. Also, safety deposit boxes for the use of the customers who may wish to desire to protect their private and valuable papers against the loss by fire or theft. The officers consist of George T. Watson, President, John G. Smith, Vice President, Jonathan E. Buckingham, Cashier, and W. S. Perry, Assistant Cashier. And the directors of the institution are Colonel J. C. C. Mayo, John G. Smith, George T. Watson, Jonathan E. Buckingham, and W. H. Potter. Most of these men are well known in this section as well as throughout the whole country. Colonel Mayo is known as one of the most progressive businessmen and financiers in central United States, and is especially known in this section of the country, having been associated with the people for the past 20 years. Mr. Watson is Vice President of the Consolidation Coal Company of Baltimore, Maryland, and is largely responsible for the development being made in Letcher County. Mr. Smith is a manager of the Elkhorn Division of the Consolidation Coal Company, and is a man of unusual ability and is popular with all who know him. Mr. Buckingham is well known in banking circles in eastern Kentucky, having been associated with the Paintsville National Bank of Paintsville, Kentucky, since its organization in 1910. It is useless to comment on Mr. Potter, who probably is so widely known in this part of the country, having been born and reared in this county. He is also connected with the First National Bank of Pikeville, Kentucky, and the Union Bank of Whitesburg. His sterling qualities are known by all. The management is in the hands of Mr. W. S. Perry, Assistant Cashier, who is under direct supervision of the Board of Directors. Mr. Perry is an excellent gentleman and past master in the art of banking, having been in the banking business since early youth. He is in touch with all of the latest banking methods and is very courteous and accommodating to all. He is assisted by Mr. O. U. Tyrrell, who acts in capacity of bookkeeper. Mr. Tyrrell is an expert accountant who has had a very wide experience in bank accounting. The First National Bank of Jenkins, being a national bank, is under the supervision of the U.S. government and subject to and is examined twice a year by the National Bank Examiner, who counts their cash, checks up their books and accounts, and makes a thorough examination of their conditions. The bank is also required to make a report to the U.S. government 5 times a year, showing the condition of the bank the day the U.S. government may designate. Your money deposited in this bank will be absolutely safe, and you will find it a pleasure to do business with this institution. This concludes today's reading of page 15, part 1 of 2 of the June 6, 1912 Mountain Eagle. We at Kentucky Tennessee Living would like to thank you for your continued support as we bring to you the history of the Appalachian Mountains.